right, everybody, welcome to the revolution. Oh, gotta turn that down. And we're here to have some fun, people. But first of all, I got some exclusive news, everybody. Exclusive. You're gonna hear it first. These three guys you see right here, Billy Gibson has just announced that we're going to be replacing ZZ Top. There we are. We are going to be the new ZZ Top band. You know, Jason's going to be on the lead singer. Bob's Dr. Wu is going to be the bass player, even though I'm holding the bass and I'm going to be the drummer.
That's awesome.
That's a joke. Don't I don't around the circuit. Hey, ZZ Top's got a new group. This is gonna be them.
Yeah.
No, this is gonna be a fun show, guys. Because what's that, Bob?
No, it's like when you get out of the military, it's like there's a permanent no shave chit. You just have it. Yeah, right. No matter where you go.
That's right. That's right. And you're saving a ton of money on razors, right?
Screw the razors, man.
That's right.
That's funny. All right, people. We got Jason from Veteran InfoTap. If you haven't checked out his channel, it's in the description of the show. I call Jason an educator. Like he educates people who are out of the military and some people who are actually getting out of the military. He teaches people, gives information about the VA, benefits, disabilities, So I mean, it's a variety of different things, and it's very important. So each one of you who maybe are retired, most people are mostly our age, so I'm sure a lot of you are retired military. We'll get deep into Jason's channel, but we gotta have a little fun first. Today's topic, it wasn't an easy topic, really. I mean, I had to think about this one. Top 5 songs that are inspired by the military. It could be from a movie, songs you heard in the military. It could be a relation to the military. So it wasn't exactly like easy. I really had to think about this.
Well, I had nothing in my head because I had A farts. What do you have for music, man? You have A farts. If you guys don't know what that is, it's Armed Forces Radio. So when you're on a ship, or you're out in the middle of the Gulf, you're in fucking whatever country, you got A farts.
Yeah.
There's your music.
Yeah. Because you got to remember that. I mean, look, I'm guessing, we're all around the same age. I'm 51.
I'm 52.
There was no
55.
iPod. There was no. You had none of that, right? You had a CD player. That was top notch. That was where you were at. So it was not as available, man, as it is now.
It's cassette exchange program. You exchange cassettes. Yeah. Everybody gets their care package, which you got a cassette right next to your what they call that? Some bread. It's fruit bread. It don't fucking die in the box. That fruit bread. You got popcorn, fruit bread, and then you got a tape. You got somebody who made you a tape.
Right.
What's on the tape? You put it in your unauthorized freaking radio in your UA radio in a small crawl space somewhere, rocking your fucking illegal tape. Yeah.
I never thought about this. I guess having a short intro, people are saying they get 3 minutes of commercials. Like, wow.
No shit.
Yeah, YouTube, man. It's YouTube makes their money off commercials. If you're monetized or not, there's commercials on everything. So it is. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the table in a way, list some of our songs that we put in our 5. So I'll do this. I'll start it off one of the songs I picked for number 5 for myself is War Pigs. And the reason, not just because the title War Pigs, what it means, and what the cool meaning behind the Black Sabbath song War Pigs, you could say it's an anti-war protest song, but it's an anti-war protest song against the politicians who create war to profit, to make money, and they send the poor people, the enlisted men, to go die while they make profits. It's almost like what you're seeing now with Iran. I'm sorry to say that, but it's like it's profits.
The Central Intelligence Agency sitting over a bunch of Cuban refugees that die. That's war.
So that's my number 5. So Jason, what do you got?
You know, so the way that I was looking at this and the way that I was thinking about it was just like songs that just resonated with me during my time in. So a lot of the music that I listened to through the 80s, right? Growing up in the 80s, going into high school in 88. And then, you know, that was kind of like the peak of just a lot of just solid rock music, right? And so a lot of that stuff, I mean, there was so much that carried into the 90s when I joined the Marine Corps. And a lot of these are just classics. I mean, there's still great songs today. Like there's songs that come out today that aren't as good as some of these songs, man. And I'm going to put it this way. I get it that there's people that are, you know, veterans and even probably even military members that are watching this right now. But then there's also civilians that are watching this. And I'm going to put it this way. In the military, we play hard and we worked hard. So, and it was like, for me anyway, it was there was nothing in between. Either you were just hardcore leaning forward or you were hardcore having a great time and playing hard, right? It's one or the other. And so one of the ones that really kind of got me going and thinking about this was AC/DC Back in Black. And what it made me think of was, you know, just getting ready for some, like, you know, either, you know, some cross training with another, like we did cross training with the Japanese self-defense force. We did it with Filipinos over in the Philippines.
The JNs. We can't say, we got to say Japanese national. Right. You'll insult them.
That's right. Otherwise, I'm going to get canceled. The idea was just this mindset of just getting pumped up, man, and Back in Black, and you're putting on some like face paint and stuff, and you're getting ready to go out and just tackle it, right? And it was just high energy and just kind of just that groove, man, just got me going. So it was one of those types of songs for me.
That's awesome. I'm afraid to ask you, Dr. Wu.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. I had to make a list. I didn't even I wrote it down though because I have cognitive therapy problems. Oh,
I don't blame you.
I don't know where to even start. I can start. I like Thin Lizzy. I'm not into the heavy metal. I'm into heavy rock because let's face it. I mean, they were like the pre-fucking Madonnas of transitioning males. So I was not into them very much. I mean, let's just admit it. Now they'd be acceptable, but Thin Lizzy, they did not put on too much makeup. So I was a Thin Lizzy, Boys Are Back in Town song guy.
You know, Thin Lizzy is an interesting band because in Europe, they're huge. They would do arenas, but here in America, they were more of an opening act, mid-level. It was weird. They never broke huge in America, but in UK, they were huge.
Well, it was cool because I liked them because they were an argument in a bar. Because you know, you had a lot of black buddies. You're in the military. You had a lot of black guys. You know, you're rocking your tunes are rocking their Boys to Men or whatever. It's the 90s, and you roll on Thin Lizzy, and they're all like, "Oh, you white boys and your freaking heavy stuff." I'm like, no, actually, the lead singer is black. He's black. I mean, he's an African Irishman guy. He's actually of color, and they're like, no, he's not. Yeah, he is. No, he's not. Yeah, they rock the song. They're like, no, it's not. Yeah, he is. He's of African origin, man, in Ireland, and that usually shut everybody down.
A lot of people. Don't know
it's
that.
True.
It's true. You know, a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
You know,
I've converted a lot of black friends of mine in the military to rock. They're like, well, shit, then Lizzie's black. Yeah, they're black, man. I mean, he's black. The lead singer's black. So they're like, oh, well, then in that case, I guess you could play it. Okay.
Yeah. Damn right.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's true.
It wins by connection.
Yeah, they're like, I did not know that. They're like, yeah, look at the band, man. But back then, you couldn't just go to the computer. Somebody had to provide
you
had to provide a cassette tape cover, like.
Right. Yeah,
and they're passing around the table going, he is black. Yeah.
No, you can say that a lot of people, you know, live in color. If you didn't know what they looked like, you probably live in color was, you know, because they were rock, you know. But I'm gonna go to my number 4. This is might sound a little different, not different, but it's a song that I've heard in the military, heard outside, and it kind of makes sense. It's called Cinderella, The More Things Change. the more they stay the same. And it's almost like it kind of relates to me because no matter what, if you join the military now, back then, even though things change, uniforms change, it's still the same. You still go wherever our politicians want us to go. You still eat crappy food. It doesn't matter. You know, you might have better plays or cleaner, whatever, because the government demands this. But it's still the same.
If you're going on deployment, you're going to find yourself with a lobster and a steak. And if you have a lobster and a steak on your plate, you're like, oh, today's going to suck. What do you mean? It's going to suck. Why? They're fucking lobster and steak on a plate, man. That means today's going to suck. And every other day after that's going to suck. But go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
No. I get that.
It's vets.
We're going to give you this, but we're not going to tell you what we're really going to do with you.
No. It's a hell of a lobster, man. Thank you. You know, all you can eat freaking potato bar. You know.
What do you got, Jason?
All right. So I think the next one that I want to throw out, and these aren't in any sort of, real order or anything.
No order.
No, there's no order. You can, doesn't matter.
Order out of chaos.
Right. Yeah. So this kind of goes on to the play hard side of things, and I'm going to throw out Rat, and I'm going to throw out round and round. Right.
Yeah.
That was, I think Rat honestly was somewhat. I mean, I get it. Look, the audience here probably understands Rat a little more than the normal person out there, right? But I think that they were underrated. There was some really big bands out there during the same time frame that kind of created a little bit of a shadow, if you will. And so it's kind of like they seemed like they were one tier down, but they were solid, man. Rat was a solid group. And I think that Round and Round was just a good kind of you're getting the party started. You know what I mean, Dr. Wu?
Yeah.
You getting the party started, you listen to a little Rat.
Dr. Wu and myself went to the Rat concert in '87. Yeah. We saw Rat Poison together, and Rat.
Yeah, I was confused by Poison, but I like Rat. I mean, I'm not putting down Poison, but I was really confused by Poison because I went there to get laid. So I was like, who's this band, man? Who's the ladies on the stage? It's like, I don't know who they are. Right. No, but Rat rocked. They fucking rocked. And the lead singer was like a cut dude. I'm like, I didn't think he was cut, but that motherfucker's cut.
Yeah.
Solid dude. Yeah.
So what do you got, Bob? What do you got? What song is on your next list?
Completely out of order, like you said. Let me see. I know it's an awkward, weird one, but I surfed. Remember we used to go to Pismo all the time and surf. And when I was on the ship, we'd be on sound-powered phones. And so you can't just do open traffic and bullshit. But we would have this little joke. We'd go across the sound-powered phones. And one guy would say, Jane says, and then another person on the other one would go, through with Sergio. And then the other, Jane says, and we would do the little minuscule lines on the sound power phones, and nobody understood what we were doing. Nobody.
You guys were singing the song on the ship that way.
Yeah. And they go, through with Sergio. Like, what? Treating me like a rag doll. And everyone's like, what are they saying? What
how many people would you say were listening on the radio? Is it like the whole ship can hear it, or is it just
whoever's on the sound power phone? Anybody who's listening to sound power phones, and it would be like this, like basically like saying, I mean, are you awake, dude? Like, are you awake out there? Are you awake out there? If you're standing watch or whatever it is, we'd go line for line for Jane's Addiction, and I swear to God on my life, that's the truth. And nobody said anything because they didn't know what it was.
Right, right.
Danny says, I'm surprised Wu didn't say "In the Navy" by Bloody Bills people.
No, I'm not a Trump guy. I enjoy him in WWF wrestling, but I ain't gonna fucking dance to no village.
My next song has a relation in boot camp because the first day we were in, the first night you're sleeping in the barracks. In the morning, you didn't know what time it was. Out of nowhere, speakers were bang your head, just turn on mental health, bang your head. And all you heard was drill sergeants and people, get your asses up. If you don't get your asses up, I'm going to bang your fucking head. I mean, it like trains you with the light on and it like trains you where every single day, you guys, all we're going to do next is turn on the light. If you don't get up when that light's on, and trust me, after that day one, after hearing bang your head, stuck in your head, the light comes on every morning, boot camp, that light's on, you're up. Because if you don't get up,
you're running for the shitter.
You know, like one time, a couple people didn't get up and they took us to the beach because boot camp was Cape May, New Jersey. And they made everybody dump their stuff out of the bag and put sand in it. And they march you straight into the ocean so you feel how cold that water is.
Fuck that.
So, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So that song will always be stuck. Like,
you're brilliant
in a PTSD way.
I ran straight to the head. As soon as I got up, I ran straight to the head. That's what I would. Because if not, you're going to be sitting in a huge line with everyone stinking like ass in there.
Right. Oh man. And you get, you got like 2 minutes and everybody's crowded up in one stall trying to all go in the same toilet. Come on. I remember. Good time.
What do you got, Jason? What's your next one?
All right. So, I wanted to kind of stay away from the super big ones, but I couldn't help myself. I kept going back to it. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, so Motley Crue. Motley Crue is obviously, it's a staple. Huh?
Kickstart My Heart, I bet.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a military song, man.
It's such a powerful song. And I'm going to tell you, man, Mick Mars, dude, is an underrated dude. He is so talented. And the I don't even know how to explain it. The heaviness and the fullness of his guitar, it just fills the track, right? That guitar that he has and the way that he does it is just so good. So, and what's crazy is he was doing all that and he's got ankylosing spondylitis, which is a horrific kind of autoimmune disease that's essentially arthritis thing going on. And so he was like suffering from that. One of the things that he said was, it feels like, I have like a weight on the front of me, like on my face, just pulling me down. And, it's just all that stuff going on. And still, man, he was just rocking it, man. So anyway, that's a fantastic song. Love that song. And a powerhouse.
What reminds me of that song in the band, Bob and I went to the Dr. Feelgood concert in Fresno, and we live in a small town called Kerman. And we drove in the back of a pickup truck when you're allowed to drive in back of the pickup trucks. Bob, remember, it was deep fog. Because when there's fog in California, it's fog. I mean, we were all driving, and I think, Bob, I can't remember, you said this. Well, the best thing about the fog is they can't see you drinking.
Well, that's the whole point. I have no memory.
21 yet.
I have no memory of that concert. I have no memory of that drive. Now, I went, but I have no memory of it because I was wasted. I mean, like, I have no memory of anything of that fucking concert.
If you remember, Bob, when everybody got there, everybody was wasted. And by the time we walk in, the opening act just finished. We're like, was they any good?
I have
the opening act was Faster Pussycat.
I have a blackout for that. I swear, people ask me, man, remember that Motley Crue concert? I'm like, I have nothing. I have zero in my head. I mean, was it a Mandela effect? Nah, I was there. I have a complete blackout memory because we had drank so heavies getting there. And then we got there and we drank some more because we smuggled in freaking hard stuff. I have nothing in my head.
Well, what's
the next day?
What's your next song?
Gonna have to roll off the reservation a little bit on this one. Hope you guys don't mind.
I don't care.
It's Beastie Boys, Sabotage.
Oh, that's a good one.
Go.
Yeah, I love Beastie Boys. Yeah, it was the 90s, I was in the 90s. So Beastie Boys, everybody had, it was just one of them tapes that everybody had. Like, hey man, you got Beastie Boys?
Oh, yeah.
It's either that or Boys to Men or that. I have a music PTSD though. When I was in the military, I'm gonna share it with you guys. It's bad. to this day, I have cringes and I crawl into a fetal position and sometimes defecate myself. It's that song from that band with them girls that say, "All I ever want is another baby."
Oh,
yeah. Talk about?
Yeah.
What do they call? What's that band called?
I can't remember, but I remember that song.
All over. All I ever want is another baby. It's like a dance song. Somebody in the sidebar, find that one. All I ever want is
Danny.
another baby.
I don't know. Danny usually knows it, but he's even stumped
Ace
Danny.
of Base. Ace of Base haunted me. No matter what country I went to, no matter what bar I walked into, Ace of Base was playing. I'm like, I can't fucking believe this.
Well,
you can go.
Remember, they did remixes too, so it's a dance song, it's a pop song, so it's going to be everywhere.
My shit can go to Hong Kong, and then we're going over to Australia, and then we're going to Thailand, and guess what? Each one of them have in common Ace of Base. No matter what bar I walked into, and I'm like, oh man, oh no. But now I listen to it. I don't know, something weird happens to me. I think it was I think it was CIA, some kind of psychological thing, that music.
Right, yeah. Some psyop stuff.
It's a psyop song.
Well, my next song is actually, people put them in the grunge era, but Alice in Chains came out before technically the grunge era. They came out in the later part of the 80s, and there's a song that it's called Rooster.
I love
great.
If a lot of people don't know what the song Rooster is about, this might surprise a lot of people. Jerry Cantrell, the guitar player, which is a fantastic guitar player, wrote the song about his father, Jerry Cantrell Sr., who served in the U.S. Army from the Vietnam War. And when he came back, he had one of the ultimate, PTSD and all that.
Right.
And he wrote about his experience with his father, where a lot of people,
about a rooster.
We all come back with, listen, we all got disabilities, okay? So we all come back with something.
I'm fine.
Well, I don't know about that.
When you go see the shrink and you don't have PTSD, that's when they worry. Like, did you kill someone? A lot of them, and I don't mind. Right. I'll do it again. If they want me to. No, you got problems. No, I don't. Why? It's like enjoying a fucking slice of cake. Like, I don't mind cake.
No, what do you got, Jason?
All right. So you know what? I'm just gonna stick with the Mick Mars heavy guitar Motley Crue stuff. So we did Kickstart My Heart. Let's do Wild Side, because that's a really good pump you up song, man. Get you going. And again, dude, I think that if they did not have, honestly, if Mick Mars wasn't part of the band, right, and you had a different type of a guitar player in there, it wouldn't be. Well, it wouldn't be there, right?
Jason? Yeah. Did you know at one time, Tommy and Nikki were thinking about replacing Mick Mars during the 80s, because the slasher guitars were huge, were popular, right. And they thought Mick wasn't slashy enough, where another band told them, no, you got the sound, don't
mess it up.
He made the band. They all made the band. I mean, every one of them.
For sure.
And
each one of them brought something to the table.
Bob, you might want to come up here in Seattle in September, because I am going to a Motley Crue's coming up here in September.
Oh fuck! I'd like to go. Yeah, are they able to though? I mean, they're gonna wheel them on stage with wheelchairs.
Well,
how's that gonna work?
Listen. I know a lot of people make fun of Vince Neil now, but man, that man had a stroke last year and he's still up there.
Right.
That's a lot of credit. But
but minus Mick Mars, right? It'll have what's his name?
John Five. Yeah. I saw their last stadium tour, the one that they did with Def Leppard and Poison and Lita Ford. Yeah. That was freaking awesome. That was
nice. Well, let's all do a thank you to the medical corps for having compression socks. So old
Yes.
rock and roll stars can get up there and still do things.
Yes.
If it wasn't for compression
they're used
socks,
to 'em. They're used to them because of all the tights they used to wear back in the 80s.
Right.
It's like a campaign. They're good to go.
you know, I never thought about that. I actually never put that together. You know why a lot of them are. Maybe that's why they're still around now, because they were the first ones to invent compression socks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, Bob, what's your next song, Bob?
Oh, let me look at my paper.
Yeah. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go off the reservation again for this one. It's Social Distortion, Bad Luck. Bad Luck.
Yeah.
Social Distortion.
That's off the Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell album. And I don't know if you guys, well, I mean, nobody knows this. They're actually coming out with a new album. And I got the album coming to my house because the album's coming out on my birthday. So it's kind of cool.
Oh.
Wow. Thank God for compression socks. I imagine Mike Ness probably has them on. He's like, oh God, the diabetes is bad.
My son is now 28, but when my son was 6 years old, we took him to the Social D concert, and he actually went on stage with Mike Ness.
True story.
Yeah.
And every time you go back with your son,
guys, this is true. I'm not making this up. Okay, so I created a shirt for my son during that time. It said "Old School." All right, old school. Nobody had that yet, and my son was on stage, and Mike Ness read "Old School," and I'm telling you, 3 months later, they came out with shirts that said "Old School." I know that was because of my son.
Yeah, it was your son. Well, and traditionally it was funny. Eric's not lying, because I was at the concerts. I mean, we had this thing about, because he always brought his son, and so Mike Ness he'd recognize Gabriel, Eric's son, and bring him back up on stage, because he remembers bringing him up as a little kid.
Portland and Seattle.
Yeah, he brings him back up on stage. It is like, dude, every time you go there, you get to go back up on stage with Mike Ness, man. That's a cool connection.
Now, Bob.
Sweet.
Now,
what's that?
My my last song. You said they were girls, but I'm gonna they are. I am picking a song from them. I am picking a song from them.
Metaphorically.
Hold on a second, and a lot of people might be shocked. I don't know if they're gonna be shocked. It's actually it's a ballad, and it's not Every Rose Has a Thorn, people. Not that one. It is the song Something to Believe In, and then I tell you why, because it was one of the first songs that from, I don't know if you want to call it commercial or not, that Bret Michaels actually wrote in the lyrics. Vietnam, a veteran coming from from the Vietnam War, and people did not care. They made fun of him, because a lot of people don't realize that people. It's not like nowadays where everybody says, "Welcome," thank you for your service. A lot of veterans back in Vietnam War, they were spit on. They were called baby killers. I mean, and it wasn't them who it was the government who sent them. And if you don't know this, people, Bret Michaels, of course, his father was in the military, and Bret couldn't go in the military because he has diabetes. But every concert he does, they bring up American soldiers on stage, veterans, nice. And they do. He does a big thing. Oh yeah, he brings up soldiers every single concert, every town, brings them up on stage, gives them a thank you. And during the original Iraq War, he went over there and gave albums out to soldiers. He's a big component. He believes in the military. And he just couldn't go in because he had like very bad diabetes where he had to be shot every single day.
Well, that's why they're musicians. I mean, that's why they were musicians. So, a lot of those guys had all kinds of problems.
Yeah, a lot of people say they support the military. He brings them up on stage.
Oh, right.
Show.
Yeah. Well, we're losing all that now. I haven't got a thank you for I don't remember last time I got a thank. There is nobody doing it now. Now nobody gives a shit. when
one war ends, it kind of like kind of like where the Congress forgets about. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, but we got one more song left. Jason, what's your last song?
All right. So, well, before I give my last one, just want to throw out this too, is that Def Leppard, the drummer, Rick Allen, the drummer, him and his wife, Lauren Monroe, they have a nonprofit where they're really leaning forward and helping veterans with PTSD. Obviously, Rick lost his arm horrific accident, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Most people know the story. So he suffers from PTSD. It doesn't have to, PTSD is anything that's post-traumatic, right? So he had that, and that's his kind of commonality, I guess, with a lot of folks in the military. And so they really are leaning forward. So I just want to throw a plug out for them. Raven Drum Circle, super, super solid. So my last one is going to be, again, just a kind of a moto song, right? So just that motivation, because look, let's be honest. Sometimes you got to find it where you can in the military, and it's you got to dig deep sometimes. So this song really created some motivation, and it's Guns N' Roses. Is it? Can you take a guess on which song I'm talking about?
Welcome to Jungle.
That's it.
I was good. Yeah, that's the only one.
Welcome to the jungle, baby. Let's do this. Right. So just a solid song all around. Great fun lyrics. Great. Just the melody of it all going through, and Slash on there, and it got me going, and it was just a good moto song for me.
It's funny, Jason. I put out a poll every single day on my channel. Every single day, there's a brand new poll, and 2 other songs on this poll today you picked: Wild Side, Welcome to the Jungle. And so far 11,000 people voted. So far, Welcome to the Jungle is winning 49%. Second place, Still the Night. Wild Side 21%. Dawkins underrated album, Heaven Sent.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Sweet. 2 of a pool you is your songs. That's kind of
nice.
Like what are the chances of that? I mean, seriously, what are the chances of that?
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, they're iconic songs, man. Those are the songs that live forever, right? So, there's some songs that were great in the moment, but they kind of lack that longevity for whatever reason. These are songs, man, that are you rock them today.
But Guns N' Roses, they still sell out huge arenas everywhere they go.
Right. Crazy, right?
Yeah. They still, and the thing about them, what's strange is they didn't really make that many albums like other people, right? Appetite for Destruction, and you made 2 albums, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, which technically, I think it would be a great album. They took half the songs on 1, on the 2, put it together. But beyond that, they really don't have it. But they still tour everywhere. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off because they're not coming to Seattle this time. I'm pissed because their opening act is actually the Black Crowes. I mean,
I didn't think they were around anymore. I thought they broke up years ago. Black Crowes? No, Black Crowes.
No. They got back together. They just put out. They just released a new album just 3 weeks ago.
No shit. I didn't know that.
And they released an album 2 years ago, which I said, I'm being honest, is top 5 best album of 2024. That Black Crowes. Now the new one, I gotta be honest,
I'm about to rock it.
Right.
But the one before that,
really, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. So Bob, what's your last one? What's your last one? I gotta hear this.
Okay. Well, no, it's the last one on my list, so I just throw this one. It's an old timer
Milli
one.
Vanilli.
I love Milli Vanilli.
Hey, they would be accepted today because they all lip sync.
I was gonna pick my favorite. I was gonna pick my favorite Ace of Base song, but I didn't want to go there because that still causes trauma. It would be the Rolling Stones Symphony for the Devil.
Ooh,
always. I mean, one of the tapes I had when I was in the service was a tape.
Black. Most people would say that's military.
It's like one of the most. I mean, that's one of the tapes I had in the military. It's again, we're talking about you got A-farts or you got your own cassette tapes. I had and also you got to be careful because cassette it's considered UA material if you have more than like 1 or 2.
Right.
So you had to kind of have them stored almost like in a library. Like you can go to the ship's library and check out tapes, but people got to understand you just can't have that shit piled in your fucking locker like you do at home with your drawer. You don't have a messy drawer. There isn't filled with tapes. You got to have that shit. So people are like got 1 or 2 in their foot locker or in your fucking stand-up locker, whatever you got. Then you're exchanging tapes. So one of the main tapes was 100% Rolling Stones. Everybody had it. It was just a common one. And Sympathy for the Devil is probably one of my favorites. The other one I had, not to go off too far, was believe it or not, was the Beatles. They had this anthology. They had I remember disc just came out, like towards the end of my fucking time. Discs just came out. And everybody was passing around this Beatles anthology one with the apple, like a green apple on it, like a half a green apple. And it was like these songs that no one's ever heard from the Beatles. And for some reason, it got popular. But again, this is an isolated community on the ocean. So it ain't like normal tapes going around. It's like old tapes, new tapes. People tape things from home, send them in with care packages. So it's a hodgepodge of different types of music. But yeah, I'd say Rolling Stone, Sympathy for the Devil is my number one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking for a second you were going to say Painted Black, because usually a lot of war movies use that song, Painted Black. They do.
But something about Sympathy for the Devil, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Satanist. I'm not a
the vampire at the end when Tom Cruise is in that car all burnt up and that song comes on, like, the evil's still there. Evil's still coming.
Yeah, it just has that longevity feeling, like this long longevity feeling, like, you can't get rid of it out of your head. Like, I mean, it's just one of them songs you can't get rid of. Well, go ahead.
Oh no, I was only saying, since we got the music part out of the way, I wanna show people Veteran InfoTap's channel, and I just want to show people the amount of videos. I mean, just tons of videos, 2.4 videos of just information, to everyone. And Jason, I'm just gonna come on and just ask you, like. Why you feel like you should do this? Like, why even bother? What makes you want to tell people about the benefits and the military stuff? What drives you to do it?
Yeah. That's a great question, Eric. So I'll try to condense it, because sometimes I could talk, right? So I'll condense it down. Yeah, I know, right? So after, like, it's the same story that many veterans have. And for those that are non-veterans, maybe you have a family member that is, that type of stuff. But just to kind of, shed a little light on it, the military does a great job about getting you into the military. You got boot camp, you got schools, you got all these different things. They invest months and months, typically between 4 to 6 months. They invest into you up front, getting you ready for your military experience. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in you. Then you get ready to get out, and they give you a week-long TAPS class. If you're lucky, you make it to all 5 days. Maybe you get time to work up a resume. Maybe you get to go to a job fair, and then it's sayonara. So when I got out, I realized there was this really big disconnect. And then, I moved on. And like many of us, we go, you know what? Well, screw the government. Screw the VA, screw the military. I feel like I just got handed a raw deal getting out of this thing, and whatever. So you lean forward, you're trying to find a job, take care of your family, put a roof over your head, and you focus on that. Then finally you turn around and you start to try to take care of some of the things that you left behind when you got time to take a knee. Over time, I ended up getting involved in veterans benefits at different levels, whether it was helping reservists, National Guard members, veterans find work. I also was a director of a nonprofit helping veterans that were at risk of becoming homeless or homeless. And I ran that program. Then I was a veteran service officer, ran a team of accredited reps helping veterans access their benefits. And I did that. And all together from that type of, I guess, umbrella of helping veterans, it was over a decade. And there was a couple distinct times, Eric, that I looked and I went, you know what? There's so many people that don't know what is actually available to them, how to access it. People are self-segregating out. People are thinking, well, I wouldn't qualify for that. And there's all this, we'll call it misinformation, for lack of a better way of putting it, out there about the different various benefits that we earned through our honorable time of service. And so I said, look, we got to do videos. We got to put information out there to get the information out to more people. I just don't want to do it. You should do it. And everybody said, no, I don't want to do it. Okay, well, fine. So eventually it came down to if you want to get something done, sometimes you just got to do it yourself. So about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 years ago, somewhere around there, I ended up starting the channel and just leaned forward heavy and figured once I start, I can't stop. My wife actually encouraged me to do the first video because I was, if I do it, then I'm gonna have to keep doing it. And she forced me essentially to do the first one. And then at that point it was, well, now I can't stop. And so I just keep going. And there's so much out there, right? I mean, you said 2,400 videos. I mean, it's a lot, but there's a lot of information.
Good stuff. There's something for everything. Back in our day, like Dr. Wood and myself, like when we first applying, everything's by mail. And
30 years ago,
you don't really even know what you're asking for, right? You're just writing it, you send it in a letter, and you wait for something for over a year,
right,
to get something back.
For
and
sure.
then later on, they're, like you said, VA back then in the 90s, it's better now, but it wasn't.
Right. Oh yeah,
back then nobody there is telling you what to do. And Bob knows this. Like if you ask back then a doctor to help you out, no, they won't, because technically they work for the government. They don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
they don't give a shit.
And it took Bob and I like over 20 years to get
1995. I got my
1995.
medical. I got out, got injured and got out. I got all my paperwork. I had a fucking stack of it, ships, surgeon, everything signed. I didn't even know what the hell to do. I just handed it to him here. There was nobody typing on a computer. I was like, you just fill out a paper and hand it to him. And then they're like, oh, we're going to give you compensation for A, B, and C. And I'm like, okay, I don't even know what that is. So, all right. So there was no information. Nothing.
And this is how your channel helped out people, Jason. Like Bob himself had some CP exams coming up for certain medical stuff. And I found videos of his issues that you made. And Bob, you remember I sent you an email. Hey, check this one.
Yeah, that's how I learned to watch you. I was like, I have no fucking clue, man. I walk in. I'm a human being. I walk in as a human being. I'm not faking nothing. I'm just a human being with fucking actual injuries, coming in trying to figure shit out mentally, physically, everything. Scrambled eggs everywhere you go at the VA. And then I saw Eric send me a couple of your videos, and it's like, you turn my scrambled eggs into a goddamn over easy. And I'm like, oh, okay, I see what he's saying to do. I didn't know that. So I turned around and reversed what I had to do based off the information I got from your videos. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even promoting you like you're giving me something. I don't fucking care.
Right.
But I actually watched your videos, and that kept that shit kind of narrowed it down to, oh, I'm just throwing out too much garbage. Focus into this, focus into that. Keep it, because I went to school for archaeology, anthropology, got an advanced degree, so I know about science. And basically sometimes a lot of vets need to understand, man, you don't write no fucking novels, man. Keep that shit dry toast. Keep it dry toast. Science. Evidence base in, evidence base out. None of this fucking sci-fi science freaking also no, man. Focal in that shit. Get it all locked in, but nobody knows that. People are writing their freaking letters. They got 20 pages of bullshit fluff. They don't know.
Yeah.
And Jason, your one video, just a simple video about the type of cards you could get, right? And the main card, where you can do space safe flight. I told Bob about it. He actually literally flew up here from California to Washington, signed his appointment up, got him his card. We got my card. And we got kind of lucky, Jason, because we did it on a Coast Guard base. I had my Coast Guard sweater on, and I guess you're supposed to have this one piece of paper Bob didn't have, but he saw the shirt like, oh, he's good. Oh, okay. Oh, we found you here. You're good. I mean, it's like a brotherhood in a way. You know what I mean? So we got our cards because we learned what the cards can do for you. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is the dead honest truth. You literally saved me some money. You're saving me money every single day. And I'll tell you why. I never heard of Champ VA. Never heard of it.
Wow.
I heard it through your channel. I got my wife signed up on it. She got her card. And there's a medication that will cost $77 a month. Once we added Champ VA, zero. I mean, literally.
So good.
So good. I mean, literally, it's saving me money. I mean, thanks to you on that. I didn't know Champ VA, because you go to VA, they don't tell you, hey, if you got a family, you're 100%, you can get Champ VA. There's nothing about that out there. I got that from you.
Nothing.
Yeah. There's so much it's weird. It's like there's these little barriers all over the place. And I don't know, it's not intentional. It's the way the system is just set up, and the idea of how just people operate. I had a guy, actually a neighbor of mine from years ago now, but I moved in next door to him. And, after about a week and a half or so, we cross paths outside, and it's like, oh, hey, I'm the neighbor, I'm the new guy, shaking hands and all that stuff. And usually, like, within a few sentences, I'm like, hey, you ever serve? Because I want to make sure, right? You know who my neighbor is some, I got your back, you got mine now, right? So we did that whole thing, and I said, oh, what would you, I was in the Navy. Oh man, awesome, man. Did you go anywhere? I was in Vietnam. I was on the river boats. I'm like, oh my God, man, welcome home.
Green water Navy.
Brown water, man. No
brown
way.
Water.
So thank you for your service, man. Welcome home. I appreciate everything you've done. And then my next question is always, so are you all squared away with the VA? And this was his answer. Well, when I came home, I went to the VA, okay, because we think the VA is just one thing, right?
No,
just
it's not.
VA is VA. So he shows up at the VA hospital, the clinic. In fact, it wasn't even the hospital; it was a CBOC. So the clinic, and goes in 1971 or whatever it was, right?
Oh God!
Walks in and says, "Yeah, hey, I just wanted to get signed up for VA. Like, I don't really like everybody else. I have no clue. I think I'm supposed to come here and do something, right?" So all of us here know what the answers probably should be. This is the answer he got. Well, let's see if you qualify. Remember, he's at a clinic. So let me ask you some questions. Okay, do you have a service-connected condition? What's that? No, I guess not. I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, did you this? Did you that? Did you this? Did you that? Okay, well, how much money do you make? Well, I make this much. I'm working this type of a job, and this is what I'm making. Okay, well, it looks like you don't qualify. Okay, thanks. Leaves. Because they were at the clinic, and they thought he was just trying to sign up for medical for himself. And you can go get medical from the VA if you're low or no income, or the preferred door into VA medical is I have some service connected conditions that I filed for benefits for through the VBA. And that now authorizes me to go get care from the VHA, the Health Administration. So, but they didn't know, and they didn't say, go talk to a veteran service officer. They didn't say, go talk to a benefits person. They just said, no, you don't qualify. And so he spent from 1970 something to 2020 something without getting any benefits until he met me, and I got him 80% out the gate. Then we got him TDIU, so total disability, individual unemployability, out at 100%. And all that happened for him 1 year after my conversation with him. And I was happy for him until I started doing the math and realized what he missed out on and how many lows in his life could have been avoided if they would have done the right thing up front. It's heart-wrenching.
Well, first of all, I want to say, Jason, I appreciate you coming on the channel. It was fun, talking about songs connected to the military somehow, and getting your channel out there. If there's veterans out there, check out your channel. You learn a lot. And Dr. Wu, you're always the crazy guy.
No. Let me explain to people out there that don't understand. I have to explain to people a lot of times that don't understand. Well, these vets, they just want fucking free money. Let me explain this to you guys how many of us vets are. I'm gonna put it into a basic story, how you'll understand it. This is what you do. This is what happens. This is what the real thing is. The skinny, the scuttlebutt. When you go into service, think of a car with a stick shift. It's a stick shift car. Your hands on the steering wheel, other hands on the stick shift. Uncle Sam sits right next to you in the other seat, in the passenger seat. He's riding bitch. He's right there. So anyway, you're sitting in your fucking car. Uncle Sam says, no problem, man. Let's do this. We trained you. You're ready to fucking roll, and the government wants you to knock some shit out. Let's do it. Uncle Sam says, shift that fucker into first. You shift it into first. Uncle Sam's put your foot down. Put your foot down, and it's red. Whoa! And you're waiting. When am I going to shift it into second? And Uncle Sam's like, just nail it, man. Keep going. And you got fucking 3 more gears to go. Uncle Sam don't say shift to second. He don't say shift to third. Now, believe me, that car will fucking feel a lot better if it was in second, third, and then in fourth. Uncle Sam don't say put it in fucking second, third, or fourth. Keep it in first, put your foot down, and keep going. Your entire career. Engine's on fire, smoke's coming out of the fucking thing, your body's fucking rattling. How fucking much further are we gonna go? No second, no third, no fourth. Your body is smoking. By the time you get to the end of your fucking your enlistment or whatever it is, you're fucked. You get out, you're a car that just drove 100 miles an hour in first fucking gear for a long time. And so when you're done, you get out, your car is fucked. Like it's their gears are gone. Your transmission is gone. Everything, the engine was on fire. So now they just park you into a fucking junkyard and say, thank you for your service. And you're like, hey, who's going to repair my car? Your whole buddies, you're going to repair this shit? Nah, thank you. Thank you for your service. Bye. You know, we provided some services for you to go to school, but I'm going to school with a broken car. Now, all these civilians, they get second gear, third gear, fourth gear. They're smooth sailing. When it's times are hard, they get a break. Oh, God, I need a break. Oh, how's the break feel? There ain't no break. When I was in the service, I remember the Master Chief saying, he reminded us all the time, Geneva Convention says that you guys only technically, by law, get 2 hours of sleep. That's enough medically for you guys to keep going. 2 hours. 2 hours of sleep. You'll be doing maneuvers at 2 hours of sleep. That's not shifting to second or third or fourth. That's you in first gear the whole time. Lack of sleep, lack of this, lack of nutrition, lack. Your body's sore. And so when you're out, you're fucked. And then you go to the VA, and the VA is like Legos. It's modular. It's like Legos putting together a stack. This is a red Lego. This is a yellow Lego. This is a blue Lego. What do I do? You go from red Lego to the blue Lego. And then what? Right. Oh, then you go to the yellow Lego. But then what? You're in a modular system that is not even together. It's not even one unit. Like you said, the VA isn't one. It's branched out, modular. Yep. So, and nobody talks to each other. This person don't talk to this person. Because it's so hard. You just can't fax this information over to this person without permission. The government has restrictions on information being passed. So there's all these rules. So by the time you're done, you're just sitting there going, I don't know what direction to go anymore. Do I go to the blue Lego or the green Lego? So your company's good. Like, okay, man. Okay, you're going to go to the red Lego. When you're done with that, you're going to go to the blue Lego. When you're giving the people a path, man. So I'm like, oh, cool. Because I did not know. My car is burned the fuck out. Yeah. And you know what? And not to mention, I just want to throw this piece in there that people don't realize is the nature of the military is mission oriented, right? You got a complete mission. Your command needs everybody to be deployable and mission ready, which means that there's a real push to not take care of yourself medically. Really, you don't go to medical, you don't go to your BAS, your battalion aid station, you don't do any of that. You stay away from it, because if you go, you're going to be dealt with.
and you're going to be dealt with
in trouble.
ways that you don't want to be dealt with. So
You're in trouble.
you avoid it. Yeah, you avoid it. And so there's no preventative self-maintenance, right? There's no, well, hey, I got to let this rest up a little bit so I'm 100%, which is back to your first gear analogy.
Yes.
Hey, wait a minute, my shoulder's jacked. I should probably take a couple weeks just to let it heal up a little bit. Yeah, no. You're still moving forward. And you're burning it out. So I agree with that analogy.
Well,
there is no, and all your buddies are all fucking like, okay, man, we're gonna go out and do A, B, and C. And you're like, between us, how you guys feel? I'm fucking sore, right? But there ain't no sore in the military. Let's keep going. PT in the morning, by the way. Everybody
right.
just.
Well, we hit our hour mark, so we're probably gonna cut the show off here. This Friday, I am doing a live show. We're gonna be doing the top 5 Black Sabbath songs from any singers from that era. So that's gonna be a fun show on Friday. And InfoTap, Jason, you got videos like sometimes two, 3 drops a day.
It's nuts. It's
I
mean, look, it's as the information's coming, right? I mean, look, it's more than just VA benefits.
That's where I get my information from, because I don't have time to read it all. I just
your channel. You're a veterans AFARTs. If you guys don't know what that is.
That's me.
I mean, you're the veterans AFARTs. Like, I got you on automatic, so I'll be sitting down having a smoke and a cup of coffee, and you're like, hey man, they just signed a fucking paper on new changes for fucking housing and something like I better. This is me with your channel. Okay, let me fucking what's going on, dude? What's going on? I don't have time to read it. Wait, what? You can go to something or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then, so then I turn around after I'm done at the end of the day and I start typing shit in. Oh, there it is. Okay. I see what he's talking about. Yeah. So,
well, beyond that, I'm going to end the show. Jason, thank you for coming on. Dr. Woods, it's always an honor to have you on with your intake on things.
And
maybe one day we'll make another hair metal album using AI. That was fun.
Yes.
But beyond that, we'll see you guys next.
We'll build a brighter future for everyone.